right, guys, today we're here in Braselton, Georgia at Precision Farms, and we're gonna learn about turf grass. Now, I try to grow some grass at home, but I'll be honest, I'm not very good at it. I'm not good at growing many things, but I wanna learn about this. I wanna see what this operation, what y'all do here. You're sending grass into some high profile venues that we've all probably seen your grass, but we don't even know it.
We do. So we're a niche farm, what I call a niche farm. We're pretty small production, but we specialize in high-end athletic fields. So we have another company that builds and maintains athletic fields all over the country. And so we supply them with grass for certain events, whether it be international soccer matches or, professional sports or those type things. And what we do is kind of our product our main product is something that's designed where we can install it and it can be played on a couple days later. So we call it our instant play. So it's basically a flooring system of natural grass that we grow to certain specs where it's thick, and you can see how thick and dense it is. It's like a root-bound plant. And when we put this stuff in a venue and those guys play on it, they can't move it or tear it up. So it gives a lot of the venues the ability to host concerts, races, like Bristol's having a baseball game, those kind of things. And this grass gives those venues the ability to host so many different events.
So this grass grown here will be growing into Bristol?
No, we're not. We're unfortunately, I don't think we are.
Okay.
So we should be. But
you should be. Well, we're gonna have to work on that.
I know it.
We might know somebody.
I know it.
Have you always grown grass?
I haven't. So I was a baseball player in college and then coached after my playing days were over, and in doing so, maintained our athletic fields at the college I was at. And the company, Precision Turf, had the contract for our heavy lifting, for our maintenance. And when I decided to get out of coaching, came to work for Eric and Jonathan. And we jumped into farming the following year because we had some events that we couldn't find the grass we needed for, and decided to start doing it ourselves. And that was back in 2012 is when we bought this farm. And so we've been doing it now for 13 years here. And we grow anything from residential type landscape grass to this specialty product. This is the majority of what we do now. We've kind of somewhat transitioned out of the residential stuff for the most part. But we started with an acre of this here, and now I've grown it to over 40 acres, at a time. We can turn some of those fields twice a year. And then we have another farm in South Texas we just started a year and a half ago, which is similar to this.
Okay.
So
how many acres is a football field?
Football field's usually around 2.5. Okay. So they vary. I mean, like a stadium, when we're doing international soccer, like AT&T Stadium, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, those are closer to 3. They're about 105,000 square feet, right. But a smaller college stadium is usually 75,000 square feet. So they vary quite a bit.
Yeah. What's the grow time for this? Are you planting seed out here?
We are not. So we sod. The way the process goes is we put sod down directly on top of plastic and then top dress it and do some other things to get to our final depth. And we can do it. We'd like to do it in 20 weeks. A lot of times we don't get that much time. They want it in 12 or 13. But depending on the time of the year, we can get it down. We can turn 2 crops a year. It just depends on the time frame. When
you're shipping it, is this how you ship it? Is it in a roll?
We roll everything. Everything we do is rolls. It's 42-inch rolls. This roll here is 50 feet long, so it's about 175 square feet of roll. And that roll's weighing, we got some rain last night, so that roll's probably weighing 2,300 pounds this morning. So when we ship, we generally only get 3,000 square feet on a truck. So most of the stadiums we do are 30, 35 truckloads.
Wow.
And we do most of those over 2 days. So it's 16, 17 trucks a night or a day is what we try to do. Just depending on the venue and how far it's shipping. I mean, we ship from here, we've shipped all the way out to Texas, and now we have a farm in Texas, so we ship anywhere.
Okay.
So.
And then the Precision Turf side goes in and installs it?
That's right.
Okay.
Yep.
So you've got guys that are experienced in dealing with this, and
that's right.
They're gonna be able to handle it in the way that it needs to be handled to get it down on the field.
Exactly, and they're one of the best in the country at doing what they do. This process from planting it here to growing it here to getting it shipped and installed and played on in a venue, our whole company does it in-house. So it's kind of a start to finish turnkey kind of deal, right. Which makes us fairly unique.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've grown significantly. We're expanding, put in another 10 acres out there here in a couple weeks. It's caught on and doing well.
How do you irrigate here?
We have all in-ground pop-ups, just like you would on a regular ball field.
Okay.
We have a river that splits the farm, and we have a pond that we built a couple years ago, or 8 years ago now. So we fill the pond from the river, and then irrigation comes straight from the pond.
So you said 3 or 4 waterings a day.
Mm-hmm.
How much water is that?
It's so like where this field we're on here, each one of these zones has 10 heads, and those 10 heads are putting out 15 gallons a minute. So that's 150 gallons a minute, and they're generally running for 12 to 15 minutes a cycle 3 or 4 times a day.
Yep.
So I'm not a math major, but
Right.
pretty good bit.
Yep. You water your grass at home 4 times a day?
I do not. I do not water my grass at home at all. Mother Nature waters my grass at home.
Yep.
I don't tell my neighbors what I do for a living because my yard does not look like this.
This is incredible.
Yep. This grass here will leave in May.
Yep.
It's going up to North Carolina into a soccer stadium.
Okay.
And like most of our plots here, we kind of do custom grows. So we have contracts with customers.
Now, our venues, they're picking their blend or their seed,
That's right.
or that like some
They're the variety. They're a variety of turf. Yeah. So we grow all Bermuda grass here on this farm, which is mainly what's used in athletic fields in the southeast. So we have 4 different varieties that we grow. Generally, well, actually we got 5 now that we grow on plastic, and each one of them specific to the end customer. This is what you're looking at is Tiff Tuff, which is a variety of Bermuda grass. We have Northbridge, Latitude 36, Tiffway 419, and Tahoma. Those are the 5 varieties we're currently growing on plastic.
So this grass we're standing on is going to go to Clemson University football team and play on this. What happens once you bring, you're going to sod this, you sodded this at some point, and before it goes to Clemson, what do you do here?
So the process is basically we install the sod on top of the plastic, and then over the course of time we'll add sand to the top via top dressing, which is basically we have a top dress that runs behind a tractor, and we fill it with sand and spread the sand to the amount we want. We do anywhere from 5 to 8 top dressings depending on the final depth the customer wants. And then over the course of the time, the sod layer will grow up through the sand, and those roots will also start to grow sideways and to the plastic and back up, and basically create a root bound product that's impenetrable. This product is grown on a permeable surface on plastic, so it gets no roots in the ground, no nutrients from the ground. It only gets what you give it every week. So we're constantly applying granulars and foliar fertilizers. It gets something every week. So it's like I said, it's a high maintenance product that does a lot of inputs.
Right.
But we'll look at it here. This is kind of the finished product. Once it's ready to go, we grow it to 1.5 inch depth. Is our final depth most of the time, depending on the venue it's going to. It's about a 2x4 thickness. And you can see, like, here's the original sod layer from where we sodded. Yep. And this is the sand we've added via top dressing over the course of the 3 or 4 or 5 months we've had this product here. And it gets to this, and we'll slice it and put it in the big rolls, 42 inch wide, 50 foot long. We get about 20 of them on a truck, 3,000 square feet at a time, and get it to where it's going.
Yeah. Is that sand coming from right here?
The sand comes from Georgia. Yeah. We get it from Butler, Georgia, which is a couple hours south of here.
You probably shouldn't tell Clemson fans that you're sending Georgia sand up
That's true.
to their field.
That's true.
Well, enough just looking at it. Is there anything I can actually do while I'm here? I see a lot of Kubotas sitting around.
Sure, we have a lot of Kubotas, and we've got one geared up for you. We're going to put you on a roller.
Oh, I
let you roll out through
there.
there.
Mess that up.
No, I hope not. I know, like I said, it's as easy as it gets.
Okay.
So we figure that's the right job for you.
Yeah.
Say we hail-mail it off this fence here?
Sure.
Sure. Wouldn't be the first rodeo, would it?
Having a face for radio. All right, well, we made you get your knee dirty, and you got them old Georgia boots on, and Georgia Boots said they wanted to thank you for your hard work and everything you do out here, and put you in a fresh pair.
Appreciate that. That's nice. I'm due for a pair, so thank you very much.
Clearly, you're about the only one around here doing any work, it looks like.
That's right. There's a lot of clean shoes around here.
Yeah, well.
So I appreciate it. Thank you. Like I said, I don't want to tell you no more than you want to, you know what I mean? I don't want to tell you no more than you want to know, so.
Spoken like a true farmer. Gosh, that should go on a t-shirt.